Hey everybody, how are you doing? Man, oh man, what is going on in the USA, the great USA of America? Unbelievable. I just realized something. If you are unliked by people in large numbers, they will talk about you and degrade you and use you, especially if they're in authority. I look at Donald Trump. He can't let go of Hillary Clinton. He can't shake Obama. Why? What is it that he dislikes about them the most? It's because people like them. It's because most people like them. And get this, not try to to throw any shade or anything, but people of color like them. America, you have to answer for this. You have to give up your position. You know the guy is guilty of everything. He's firing everybody. And I have a thing, if you've never been fired and ostracized for work that you know that you've done, and no one sees the good but always the bad, and you've got these people who are in cohorts and collusion with those who are attacking, you don't know what it feels like. I've been there. Not a good place to be. But you got to be a strong person to be able to deal with that and those types of people. You mean to tell me a porn star looks like she's going to be the one to bring him down? Well, I'm not surprised. Biblically, we can look at it and we can go to Samson. Strong man, strong man. But a woman found his weakness and brought him to his demise. Oh, God will lift you back up. But Donald's not calling on God. Y'all know that. You know that. I know that. And nobody can say that he's a man of God. And those who say that he is, something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with you. Check yourself. We are living in an awful time. Whoever thought that I'm 55 years old this year? And I never thought that I would be seeing a resurgence of Jim Crow attitudes. And a lot of this stuff is clandestine, but it's out in the open now. You can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide. And I hate to say it, but I am looking forward to those who have colluded with this president and who continues to make excuses for his behavior. I'm waiting for the day that you wake up and say, no more, like the rest of us. There are millions of us who don't agree. And there are 3 million people who voted for Hillary, an electoral candidate. He ran a race, but you lost. Cheating is cheating. It's just like you taking a test in a physiology class. Okay, I'm not talking about gym. I'm talking about physiology. I'm talking about uh, the elements, the periodical chart. Yeah. I'm talking about those things, the most difficult things. You cheated to get there. How well are you going to be able to do or perform when it's time for you to really show your skills and your abilities? You're not going to be able to. Donald, you paid for people to do things for you. You've lived that type of privileged life. Now you want to dictate. The man is off kilter. The man is off. When you look at him, you know that there's something wrong with him. You know it. I don't have to say something that is not true. I'm not lying about the man. I don't know him. I just know what I see. You can say whatever you want to, but what I see is speaking much louder than what you're saying. We've got to come to a point where we become one voice. And the only way we're going to get this done is to get to the ballot. Get to the ballot. Do not sit back. Don't sit by. Don't say it doesn't matter. It matters. You see that it matters. You see that it matters. And if you don't see that it matters, something's wrong with you. Or maybe you're part of the 1% or even the 5%. Economics is playing a big part in this as well. Yeah, it is. But you know what? That doesn't make it right. No, that doesn't make it right, y'all. We got to realize that our voice is important. And I'm offended. I am offended. I've been offended by a lot of things, but this president really offends me. People talk about Obama this, Obama that. Obama has never done anything like that, and you all wouldn't allow him to. The masses, those voices that are always full of contention and strife, would not have allowed it. The Republicans would not have allowed it. Now, when we get to the end of this, and we are nearing the end, look at the number of people who have become complacent. They're afraid of his base. You need to be afraid of the other 3/3 of this country. Not that 1/3 that he has hold of. You've got to be thinking about the other people. And some of them are jumping ship because they see through it too. They see through it too. My prayer is that we come out of this thing without having to go to war, without having to fight a war that has been contrived, that has been stacked, that has been devised for whatever reason. A sense of power, corruption. Corruption. The FBI, I thought about it. We all had, at some point, men and women, growing up, we thought about being a spy, being a part of the FBI, a position that we have respect for. I'm not losing respect for the FBI. I have lost respect for the man that's holding that office. Why would you fight the very people that are keeping the nation safe? You don't even want to know what's going on in the world. He doesn't even want to know what's going on in the world. You don't want to know what's going on in Russia. Just go back to what Hillary said. He is Putin's puppet. Putin's puppet. And he is like Pinocchio. And we're seeing his nose grow and grow and grow and grow. Eventually, he's not going to be able to walk. He's going to be able to walk in because his nose is so far out in front of him. When I look at this man and I hear this man, all I see is a liar. A liar. A man full of hate. I'm not even sure if his wife even cares anything for him. That's an awful place to be, y'all. It's an awful place to be. Oh, I'm just going to title this Get to the Ballot.